Here are a few clips to show you where Boots and I hang out together. This is her run-in shelter, so she can always get out of the sun or out of the rain. And it does rain here occasionally, so she can be nice and dry in there. And it's a big enough area so that we can do stuff in there when it's raining non-stop for a few days. And outside is a little area where we can play, about 10 meters by 10 meters, just outside her shelter. And here's another area, 10 by 10, which leads from her shelter area down to our new arena. And over the winter, last winter, that's the only space we had, those two 10-meter square spots, which were all-weather surfaces. Once it starts to rain here, the ground gets pretty saturated and not much can be done on grass. Now she's wandering off into the arena, which was our Christmas present, but we had to sell our horse float in order to be able to afford it, but it's worth its weight in gold. We can set up our monthly agility courses and do our daily gymnasticizing and training and just have fun. Horse agility competitions have a new set of 10 obstacles, or the same similar sorts of obstacles set in new arrangements every month. Here are Boots' neighbors, 3 ponies and 7 alpacas all together. Took her a while to get used to those when we first moved here, but she's pretty good with them now. And beyond the arena, Boots wandering over to her grazing spot. She gets 2 strips of grass plus hay every day to try and keep her weight not too bad. And in between she has what we call her nibble area, which is set around my grass arena that we keep mowed over the summer. We can use it when it's really, really dusty on the sand. We can do quite a bit of stuff in the nibble area because she's not fixated on grass as she would be out in the big paddock. And we do use the grass arena when it's dry enough. It's a nice spot just to set things up and have a play around. Sometimes we do work in the big paddocks. If they've been eaten down or mowed, we can do lots of long reining and faster work. Now and then we set up a round pen, and it's interesting because it gives us sort of a continuous boundary to work against. We can work on the outside of the round pen, which gives us sort of an infinity boundary, and it's fun to do that sometimes. We're very lucky to live near the corner of 3 pretty quiet roads. One leads to the highway, that one leads to the dairy farm, and this one leads to the river, probably just over a kilometer to the end of each one. And here's Boots going for her morning walk. It's usually how we start every morning, is a walk with the folks at 9 o'clock. It's a nice warm-up. Sometimes on the road we do gymnasticizing sorts of things, but quite often we just wander along and enjoy the morning. And most often we head to the river where we can walk to the east or to the west. If the cows aren't there, we can walk for quite a long ways. Or we can make use of the interesting terrain and generalize things that we've learned at home, or just practice stuff. Something different. And here we're doing the backing around a square pen or around a stall. 90-degree turns in the corners. And those are our play places.